this is the point in time when it's really tough to talk about it. And I remember going back to the end of 2018. I remember that no was something that I had to say all the time because my boundaries and my wishes and things that I did not want to do were not respected. So I remember that for the first time in my life, I had to emphasize and say no all the time. Because even though I already said no, I had to say that again, say no again, and then no again. And even the same thing, I had to say no many, many times. Because the person, my ex, did not understand and perceive no as a no. That was the moment when I realized that something was wrong. That cannot be normal. Of course, back in the days, I had to deal with difficult people, but these people tended to understand what no meant. But my ex did not understand what no meant. By no means, for my ex, no was yes, because there were a couple of times when I said no, my ex said yes, 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 exactly like that, yes, yes, yes. And I'm saying no, and I would stand up, say no. There's not such a thing in no, and it's yes, yes, yes. And he started to have this conflictual situation because I literally had to stand up and hold on my ground and say no. I said no. This is insane. And but of course, first I said no, very nice and kindly. I said no, I'm not interested. No, I don't want you to do that. No, I don't want you to go there. No, I am not interested in seeing your friends. We have nothing in common, you know. No, I don't want to go on holidays in this time of the year because I have something else to do. No, you know, I would say no, and then there would always backlash, and my ex would always book the holidays anyway, even if I said no. And then he would book tickets to theater with his friends and book a ticket for me, and if I didn't go, it would create a situation, and a dramatic situation. And then when I didn't want to go out for dinner with friends, and I would say no, then it was more dramatic situations with friends, and the relatives would come and speak with me, and always involving other people. It was really, really disturbing. But what was tricky, this is not even the problem. The trick was sex-wise, because when we had sex and this same situation happened, so I would say no, and then the ex would say yes. Of course, I'm just giving a no situation. There were many other times when we both said yes. That was not a problem whatsoever. But what I'm trying to say, when there was a no, this is when it became a problem. And this was the most difficult situation when I started to notice when I said no, I didn't want to have sex. Then the person wanted and would do anything to try to have sex with me. Even though I said no many times kindly, even though I stood up and said no really strongly and firmly, and the person would try to persuade it anyhow. At the same time, I keep going. If I would go to the living room, he would follow me. So no was perceived as a yes. And it was mind-blowing because I could not understand how can someone understand a no, a very firm and strong and loud no as a yes. And this is when I started to be very careful and try to analyze the behavior. But this is when I noticed that my ex got very excited with the idea of me saying no, and my ex trying to persuade me and change my mind into me saying yes afterwards by trying all different types of psychological or even force and tactical behavior and presence as well. Really approach to me really close and say things to try to intimidate me or be angry or follow me in the living room. I mean, there was some sort of excitement from this behavior, which I was not feeling any excitement for. Actually the opposite, I was feeling kind of a bit like, no, this is not right. I'm saying no. I'm not getting any good vibes out of this. I mean, I said no, this is it. This is what I mean. This is when I notice some sort of primitive behavior and the person did not understand and know, and they would not respect my personal space afterwards when I said no. And from that moment onwards, I felt really vulnerable. I felt really unsafe, and